Wait.
Moving on.
No spoilers for book 2. That's a whole other life. Okay. Next one. What's okay? We're gonna hold off on the kitchen scene, but the next. Okay, I found one. On 346. I think.
Yep.
I don't know if this is the first time, but I think it's when she says something about it, and she's just like, "What's going on here? Like, this doesn't fit with your whole Predator in the Night image." And he's just like, "Oh, Quinlan." He's just like, "I am still a human being, like not a human being. I just got." Wait, I just got an email from Simon and ebook deals. Okay, we're good. It's all good. I just got a email from Simon and Chester, and I'm like, oh, hold on. Anyway, the hat is weird, but you know what's even weirder for me? Not
What?
anymore, but at the beginning, they have cell phones.
Yeah. They're in the future.
Yeah, like they have like guns, and I didn't say that. They have they have weapons that are not available in the Akatar and Third of Glass world. And the whole idea behind the advance in technology in this book, I was just like, okay. And now I'm at the point where it's weird to think about how they don't have that in the others. And I'm just like, because she can just like text him and send the photos. The photos. This is
The way that she's like, why don't you take any photos? And then she just starts taking them. Like,
it's iconic. And now it's like a thing, and I love it that they just like randomly take photos of each other.
And like all the fan art of it.
Oh my god, the mirror selfies, the fan art of the mirror selfies that are from this book. Like I literally,
so cute.
It's my favorite. If it's not like Ruin and his gang, I'm like the fan art or the mirror selfies of like Hunt and love.
Oh, love it.
It's good.
Also, when she was explaining alcohol to him.
That is probably one of my favorite ties between all 3 books, all 3 series.
Yeah.
Like you have the Aurelian babies, you've got the what did Aelin and the
buzzard. She called him a buzzard.
Yeah, but the rest of them, the Conrad, it's gonna drive me crazy now that I don't remember. She said something like Faye something like the the I don't know. Moving on. Anyway, can I take this from you?
Yeah.
The gun range or the shooting range.
Iconic.
The way that she was just like, allow me to demonstrate why you can all kiss my effing butt. And I was like, yes. I was just like, you know what? Yes. I was like, go girl. I'll be honest with you. I kind of knew it was coming, if I'm completely honest.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it didn't make me love it any less.
No.
It didn't make me love it any less. And I think
it just showed her power. Like, I loved it.
It's deserved. It's well deserved, I think. I think it's yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This has got to be like on par with the kitchen scene for me. It's when like she's brushing her teeth on page 364 and Declan calls. First of all, hilarious when he's just like, you still have my phone number saved? I'm touched, B.
Oh my god, yeah.
Anyway, and then she goes and she knocks on Hunt's door and he opens it and he's just shirtless and she's kind of just standing there like,
when he looks like that. Like yeah.
Anyway, I just loved that scene. Like, it was supposed to be a super serious scene, and then suddenly it's just like, and Hunt is shirtless.
Yep. Muscles upon muscles upon muscles. Oh my god. Oh, I'm reading now. Okay, I gotta stop. Yeah, there's a lot of moments that Sarah will right about, I think there was one, I think you sent it to me. It's about when Nesta is going down the staircase in Akatar, and she's like, I can do this, ellipses, or like change of like subject or whatever. It's like, I can't do
Mm-hmm.
this. I'm just like, they're so, like the little moments that Sarah puts in her books are just, the
Priceless.
cherries on top. I love them. They're so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Why did I tab that? Something about, I don't know why I tabbed this, but it's when it's raining. Okay, wait. But this is, oh, that's not before that. Wait, only for ice cream. Okay, so I think this is the first time that she's like flying with him, and it's raining, and he's like, trying to get her to like let him take her. And she's like, we could
Mm-hmm.
get electrocuted, like it's raining, and he's like, I can keep you safe. Like he's like, come on. Like literally my thing is electricity, like we'll be fine. I'm just like, I don't know why that sat with me well, but that sat with me well. He's like, good
I
thing I
love
can
it.
keep you safe.
Oh my gosh, on page 396, when
I just
Hunt,
flipped there. I just flipped to page 396.
when he's like, what the F is this? And then a purple glittery unicorn lays inside his hand.
JJ!
Iconic. And I'm sorry, but the fan art about him holding the purple glittery unicorn, I die. I died reading this scene. Like, it was so funny. And when she goes, no, that's in my, like, the nightstand on the, like, the
On the
left drawer, and
left.
he was just like, why would you tell me that?
The way that he keeps bringing it up, though, like, I love. They have really good banter, but there's also a lot of intimacy in the little things that they remember about each other.
Yeah.
I love it. What? Thank you, by the way.
Tharian.
Oh, God. I genuinely don't know what to say when it comes
That
to
man
Darian
could
because,
that man could drown me and I would thank him.
yeah. Like I don't know what it is. It's just there's like that energy there that you can't help but just be like,
Immediately fell in love with him.
yeah. Yeah.
When he goes, take a seat, legs, and tell me about it, and Bryce just goes, your trouble.
She just knows immediately. She's like, all right, I got you figured out. Oh,
I love him. I love him so much. And we get all of the Tharian content in book 2, and I am here for it.
so excited. But the way that I literally stopped reading in a Therian scene is very sad. But I also was having an episode, so I guess I can't blame myself. But yeah, she has some fun moments with Therian for sure. Oh my gosh! And when she talks about the tattoo being, she's like, "Who says I don't have one?" Or like, what's the line? She says, "Who says I don't have a tattoo of her where you can't see Avalon?"
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, when people characters whatever call their opposite, their interest, whatever, by their last name, it never really sat with me for some reason. I didn't not like it. I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. But something about Quinlan and Athalar
I
hit
prefer
different.
it. I do prefer it, I have to say, when it's academic rivals.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's
Like,
fair. I
you've
don't know.
got
Maybe
to.
it's because my last name's Carpenter, and it's like, okay, it's just like an
If
okayness.
anybody called me by my last name, I would just.
I mean, your last name is my mom's maiden name. So if I ever did call you that, it'd be in relation to that, but not. I don't know. Anyway, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. My ex called me Carpenter a couple times, and I was kind of like, all right. I was just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, but with the way that, yep, yep. Okay, do we want to hit the rooftop?
Always.
Do we? Before we get to the kitchen, at least. I feel like we gotta like ease into it. I feel like we gotta. You know what I mean? Yeah, just tiptoe. tiptoe, tiptoe. First of all, it's raining. Isn't it raining? No, it's not raining. I can't remember.
Wait, what page are you on?
148. But they are rain-soaked tiles. I don't know if it's still currently raining, but it's definitely steamy. I know that I don't know if it's raining, but it's steamy. It's the first. It's basically just chapter 47. Basically, the whole freaking chapter is like 2 pages.
Yep. Yep.
Love.
Rune Darnan. I just see his name and melt. Rune Darnan. I love the man. I love him. If my boyfriend is not Rune Darnan, I don't want him.
Oh. How dare you let Dorian hear that?
Okay, but they would be best friends.
Or Kieran.
Marianna, you can't make me choose.
What about Will? Throwing all of your book boyfriends at you.
Take like, my boyfriend's name out of your mouth until you read the book.
You know what? Fair enough. But
I'm gonna die. The day you read The Infernal Devices, I'm gonna die.
There's so many though.
No, but like small steps. Like just read the first 3, the first trilogy.
Which is
The Infernal Devices. And you will meet Will Herondale, and you will fall in love with Will Herondale, and then we can talk about him and print duck stickers. And
you asked me to make a duck sticker for you, didn't you?
I did.
I'll get on that. I will draw you a duck sticker.
A duck sticker.
I'll do it. You told me.
I appreciate that.
I was allowed to ask
I'm gonna buy a duck one day. I'm telling you, I'm gonna buy a duck one day, and I'm gonna name it Will Herondale. Like it's on my bucket list of life. Buy a duck. Anyway, back to the book.
The shower scene. We gotta hit the shower scene.
Yeah, what page?
We have got to hit the shower scene. Wait, hold up. Okay, wait, no, we're talking about the shower scene first. Page, I think it's 499, but we're gonna just, I have it marked 500 because I can see your comment, Sam. Because this is when she like initiates something. She's like, she's like telling him like what she's going to do and kind of like asking permission at the same time. And we named him Will. Are you aware of this, Libby? Is Libby aware of this, Becca?
No.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. You've heard me talk about duplicity. It's pretty much all over my That's a question I cannot answer, unfortunately. But what was I talking about before? Oh, in Duplicity, there is a similar scene. I'm not spoiling anything, but Harry has some similar issues to Hunt, and there is a bathtub involved. There is a shower involved. And it's a similar process, but it's not the exact same scene. So when I came to this scene, like when it came up in the book, I was like, it's happening again. I was like,
oh my god, it's happening.
Oh my god, here we go again. I was like ready to cry. And he, like, Hunt is just so not broken, but vulnerable in this moment.
Yeah. Like it reminds me of when Reason finally kind of like opened up and spoke to Feyre.
Yeah.
Except Hunt didn't say anything. He was kind of just sad.
I don't think he had to, though. I think that was what was so beautiful about this moment, because with the hot water burning him and himself like healing, like, you know, it's like the unspoken words that just like it hits you in the gut and you're just torn apart, thrown in a blender. You're just dropped out of a plane and hit by a bus. Just like
It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. I love sad men.
I will never.
Now I have to bring it back to Tharian because I love that man. Page
Okay.
462, when they get a knock on the door and Bryce like runs to it, and there's a message from Tharian that says, "I think you'll find this of interest. Kisses, Tharian." And Hunt goes, "Kisses," and she's like, "They're for you, obviously."
Obviously.
I love it. I love it.
Bryce is just such a breath of fresh air. I feel like she has got like there was a lot of sparkiness kind of in the other two series, but something about Bryce is just so like real in a sense that when I'm in situations, usually my mender mode turns on, but someone breaks some like not someone breaks, but like someone like eases the tension. And she's like that buffer character as not you too, as a main character, and I love it. I love how she has like that way of easing the tension as her way of like coping. Obviously,
I feel like as well a big part of the reason that's why she's such a comfort to so many people is because compared to Sarah's other MCs in the books, she's older. Like both her and like Hunt, I guess, in a way. Well, I mean, Hunt is literally like thousands of years old. Like he's a old man, like the other guys. But like,
I thought he was only 213. Wait a minute.
No, he's old. He's like an old man.
Hunt.
I think that sounds so bad, but like,
Hunt Athalar.
Yeah. Anyway, and so Bryce is like older. She's like mid to late 20s, compared to like Selena, for example, who was like went from her teens to 20 to 21. So we kind of have a very different MC. She's experienced a lot more life compared to the others. And oh my goodness, back to Tharian again because I was talking to Becky.
I just keep going back to Tharian. I'm fine.
I just keep going back to Tharian.
It's good. And I think it's good.
He I think I told you the start of his chapters, like he gives big Dorian energy, and I love it. I love it. I live for it. I'm so excited to have more of him. Like I really hope like he becomes like a massive part of the story. Because I just
he's got his own perspective, so I'm assuming he will be.
Yeah, I would think so.
His own book, because we don't really know. They don't really talk about like the mer people all that much. Like we get like the don't drop in the water. We get that a little bit, but at least as far as I've read, it hasn't really been explored all that much.
Have you done like the thing where it's like if you were in Crescent City, what would you be? Like, would you be one of the Fae? Would you be one of the mer people? A part of like that serpent, the Viper Queens, like.
See, me as Marianna, I know I would be a mermaid as a mythical creature, but.
Oh really?
Cities type of mythical. I don't know.
I'd be a vampire.
Yeah.
You know.
You would. I don't think I would be part of the pack. I feel like.
Oh, the wolf?
Yeah.
No, too much running.
I feel like I'd probably be. If I was, I'd be alone.
A witch.
For sure. Well, I'm already that, so I feel like that's off the table.
A sprite. You'd be a sprite. You'd be like besties with Lehabar. Yeah, I see that. Sun sprite.
Maybe that's what I would be. I'd be a sun sprite.
So cute. So cute.
I'd take it.
Also, we have to talk about Bryce and Danica's relationship. Like, we literally only get like how much of Bryce in the book, like maybe this much, and yet you literally feel like she is the main character alongside Bryce from beginning to end. And I'm just like mad respect to Sarah for making a main character out of somebody that's not even
there
in the book. Like she's not even there. And I love her. Like she has got to be like one of my favorite characters. And like completely putting aside book 2 and not focusing on that, I think Danica has like a really strong character, And to be able to kind of write that and develop that from page 1 to the last page is, like, insane to me, because I'm just like, she's not even there. Like,
True. And the way that there's so many little ties to, it's almost like we like, how do I say this? There's so many ties to before that you're almost reading 2 timelines at once, but not in like a confusing way at all. But like all those little moments that like Bryce remembers with Donica is, it's kind of, it's like, it's nice because you kind of get that idea of like where they were relationship wise. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without spoiling it because of book 2, but, or at least toward the end of this book. It's just kind of cool. I'll just say that. I don't know how to word this, so I'm just not
yeah,
gonna.
no, I get what you're saying.
I don't know
Yeah.
how to word this, so I'm just not gonna. But anyway, what? The way that she just has so much confidence in Hunt, like literally destroying anybody for her, is hilarious because it starts so much earlier than you would think it would. Like there wasn't. I mean, there was a little bit of like questionable trust in the beginning, but after just like a couple pages, she was like ready to trust him with her life, and I was like, okay. I was like, all right.
Yeah. He built trust really quickly.
Yeah, but I think he just kind of, not maybe not him specifically, but they as a pair just trust so easily. I think because they're very comfortable around each other from the right off. Like he's seen her at her lowest, and even though she hasn't seen him at his lowest, I think there's an mutual understanding.
Yeah, definitely.
If that makes sense.
It does.
Okay. But yeah, no. Okay, here's the thing though. I'm going back to the shower scene, but not exactly because it's a little bit after 502. So she climbs into bed with him because he doesn't want her to leave, and it's adorable. But the entire time, and this happened in Duplicity too, they're wet, like soaked from the shower.
Yeah.
I can't get in the bed like that. I take night showers, and I can't get in the bed like that. I'm like, how are you comfortable? I'm like, okay, laying next to him. Okay, I'm like, I mean, all right, but could you do that? I don't think I could do that. Maybe it's an in the moment thing. I don't know.
No, because I would be like, oh, I've got to wash these sheets again in the morning. So I just wouldn't. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. But I mean, I just don't think they care. I think they just got like wrapped up in the moment.
Probably, because that's
okay. But like Rune's like posse, like Rune, Flynn, Declan.
Love. And I have a feeling Ethan's gonna throw himself in there somehow, some way. I don't know, but he's gonna be involved. He's gonna be involved. And
that moment when Flynn goes, I said I've known that you're a princess for all of an hour and you're already a pain in my ass. And Bryce goes, I'm not a princess. At the same moment, Rune goes, she's not a princess.
Okay, we need to talk about them. So do we do the kitchen scene first, or do we talk about them?
We can jump to the kitchen scene. What page is it on?
It is 508. It's the next morning after the shower scene.
Oh yeah, I do have that tabbed. What is it with kitchens? I literally like said that right as I like read the line where Hunt goes, we always seem to end up in the kitchen. Oh my gosh, the man cooks? Like,
I know! I was like, oh my mother above. I don't know what it is about chefs. They just got away with me. I can't help it. Atlas, I can't. I'm just doomed. I'm doomed. Okay. So he is fully clothed. I went back and I read that he is in a t-shirt and like sweats or something like that.
Yes.
He's got pants on, basically, and he's got a shirt on. But something about this scene just feels so naked, and I don't know how else to say it. Because I don't know if it's because of their, like, heightened senses and their way to, like, tell what's going on with the other.
I felt like I was intruding and I'm reading the book. I was
I
like,
did too. I was like, do you need me
do
to
you want me to
leave?
leave?
Give you a moment? I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm thinking to myself, like, Shrinks is where was Shrinks again? I think Shrinks like let himself
Probably
out.
left.
I think he like let himself out, and
I would have been like, bye.
I'm like, it's getting too hot in here. I gotta go. I'm like, it's.
But when he goes, I died when he just freezes and goes, what are you thinking about?
Oh!
I feel like nothing. I'm
Just
thinking
like,
about clouds. Clouds, the weather, sky. It's sunny.
I mean, it's nice outside. The breeze and the birds are chirping.
And then he goes, and she says like, oh, like the designer sale thing, and he's like, is that so? And she's like, yep. And he's like, I didn't know clothing sales got you so hot and bothered, Quinlan.
Oh my gosh. And it's so
Dying.
fluid for them, if you know what I mean. Like it's so that's the wrong word to use, but it's like it's just so natural for them to kind of banter back and forth, and I love it. Like it just doesn't seem like for me. I know that I would have to like stop and think about what I'm gonna reply to, but for them, it's just it's like reflex, and I love that. But it's what really hit me in the gut was when she's like thinking, and it's like that little paragraph of her thinking, and he's just like Quinlan, like stop thinking. He's not thinking the same thing. He's like, stop it. He's like.
But when somebody tells you to stop thinking about it, it's like when I say pink elephant, what do you think about?
Mosquitoes.
Stop thinking about.
Okay. Okay, so there's a reason though. Because when we were little and we used to say like don't think about a white elephant, we'd think of mosquitoes and tutus. So whenever I hear anything about an elephant now, I think of a mosquito and a tutu. It's because I've trained my brain for years. So other than an elephant, yeah, everything just gets worse.
That is the most bizarre thing I have ever heard.
Fun fact, Marianna doesn't think of elephants when she's told not to think of elephants. She thinks of mosquitoes and pink tutus.
How bizarre.
I specifically remember being up north and like playing like telephone or something when all my cousins were there. And I think I just intentionally changed it to pink tutus just to like see my sister's reaction at the end of the train. Like just to see. Anyway, that's not how you play telephone, but in that moment that was. So
oh my god. We have to jump to the end.
I'm yeah.
Okay, because most iconic thing is when Bryce is like, she's got the vacuum and everybody is on the screen watching her and she's just vacuuming up this man's ashes.
It's like, why don't they have popcorn? At this point, they're already.
I feel like Rune would definitely be eating popcorn. Rune and like Declan, they'd just be sitting there like this.
That's my girl. That's my
girl. Lehabab. That was sad.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't prepared for that. I knew it was coming, but I was like, oh, it's okay. I was just like, she can float, can't she?
She's a fire sprite.
Yeah, so she kind of levitates a little bit, doesn't she?
All the water though, and like.
But couldn't she...
Accept it. She's dead. I'm sorry, that was aggressive.
Couldn't she like float above it, or like, I don't know. It's downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Like the library is in the basement, so why couldn't she just like upstairs? Why did she have to go?
The door shut. Okay, moving on. On page 703.
Oh my gosh. I'm on
Okay.
749. Okay. 703.
And nobody, probably, like, not everybody would pick up on this, but I read the line and just, like, my heart.
Oh, I did. I already know. I already know what you're talking about. I did.
My friends are with
With
me,
me
and I am not afraid. Dead. I am dead. And the people that know, but I'm not going to go in and explain why that line just absolutely crushed me. Because it's spoiling one of her other series. But
I should put that on a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a crew neck or something because
yeah.
Or just I am not afraid. I think that alone is
a very powerful line.
Yeah. Even her archangels might couldn't protect her from Athalar, from what he felt for Bryce. Page 748. I think this is this is, I think, right after. Yeah. So this is right after, oh gosh, how would you pronounce her name? Hypaxia?
Hypaxia, yeah.
Hypaxia took off. This is spoilers. Spoilers for Crescent City. Took off his, what did they call it? Crown? The black crown, I think someone called it once.
Hmm.
In the conference room. Shook. I was like, here we go. I was so excited. Yep. I have a very, Kara mentioned this to me and I hadn't noticed until she had mentioned it to me, but I have a thing with violence and it's not good. It's not good. Not just like any violence, but like protective violence. There's a very fine line between over the top and the sweet spot.
We can pick you up because we're leaving in 15 minutes, but we can come back and get you after we pick up the kids. If you're not off. Oh, no, I don't really want to watch it. Huh? I don't really want to watch it. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. I will. I'll do it. I will. They're going to the movies to watch Scream, like the new Scream movie, and they're like, do you want to come?
You go. I haven't seen any of them.
No, I've watched all of them, but not the new one. But I just don't like going to the movies. I can't sit still. Like, for somebody that can sit down and read this in one sitting, I don't have a very long attention span. But I can sit down and read this, like, front to back and do nothing else. But I cannot sit down and watch, like, a 2-hour movie and not get bored. Like, I can't do it. Like, so when I watch movies, I have to be at home. So I can go and do stuff.
Are the Scream movies, like, horror or comedy?
I mean, I think they're funny.
Okay. Because I haven't seen any of them, so I have no idea what they're.
Like, they are, like, kind of graphic, I guess, but, like, you can tell it's fake. Like, they get more, like, intense suspense, scary as you, like, watch them, but they're fine.
Okay.
Scariest part about it is the fact that the murderer calls the victims. Like, I would die instantly because I'm just not going to pick up the phone. Anyway, back to Crescent City.
Back to Crescent City. So the halo comes off and he basically explodes. And I think. Wait a minute. Okay, no, let's finish this scene first. Rune. Okay, so Rune and Flan, they're kind of watching this go down, watching Hunt just kind of tear apart. How do you pronounce her name? When I read, I don't.
Whose name?
Like, I don't pronounce it in my head. I just see the word and I know what it is and I know who to associate it with. And then when it comes to talking about these characters, I'm like, and the Hafef and the Suminum Bubba. That one girl. Sendriel? Something?
Oh, yeah.
That was well deserved, in my opinion. I think he put his voice, but It's okay. It's what he had time for. Now let's go to the part where Rune talks to Hunt directly. And Hunt is just like,
What page?
okay. I had no idea. I have no idea. Because I'm pretty sure it's before the whole scene with Micah goes down. Ugh, Ethan, love. Yeah, I generally... Okay, this is still... I'm on page 688. And I don't think we're far back enough. Whoa.
Sorry, I'm like reading the scene where she's like on the phone to Hunt. And she's like, I need you to call my mom. And he's like, don't start making goodbyes. And she's so sad. That is so sad. I was reading that going, oh, my heart. And like, tell Fury that I'm sorry. And thank you. And Hunt's just standing there listening to this going, ah! Oh, tell Rune I forgive him. And Rune's just like,
Can he... Okay, we talked about this last night a little bit. So he is not the same as the many thing where he can control the mind, but because he can talk telepathically, can he read others' thoughts? Because I think page 658, I think, is when yeah, because I tabbed this. He kind of just tells Hunt, like, bold move, and Hunt just looks at him and goes, neat trick. like, all right, you can do that.
I would love talking inside somebody's head. Although, you know what, I kind of feel like me and Beck have that telepathic, like, thought thing going on.
Okay. Okay. All right.
You can just, like, look at somebody and, like, know what they're thinking. The amount of times that, like, something has happened and I've looked at Beck and I was just like, stop thinking about that, do not do it. And she's just like...
Honestly, that has kind of, I mean, my sister and I never connected well growing up, but that, I think, was one thing that we did that kind of surprised me, actually. There would be moments. I think that just comes with spending so much time with a person that you just learn their mannerisms, you have shared experiences, and when certain things happen, it triggers memories, and there you go. Yeah. I think. I don't know. Maybe some people are better than others, I'm sure. Some are better with it than others, I'm sure. But it is what it is.
This is my last tab on page 797. And I was like a mess when I read this for the first time. And it's like, Bryce, 797. Bryce's eyes stung as she smiled softly, then read through Connor's last words to her. Message me when you're home safe. Bryce began typing the answer it had taken her 2 years, nearly to the day, to write. I'm home.
You know what? That hit me more than a little bit. I'll be honest. That hit me more than a little bit because the fact...
I don't know why I loved that man so much. You were like hesitant, but I was like at the beginning of the book, I was like, oh, I love him. And then dead. Connor. Excuse me.
Connor.
That's what I'm saying. Connor. I'm saying that. Connor.
Yeah.
I don't hear the difference. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't hear a difference?
Oh, you're just pronouncing the R more. Connor.
Okay.
Connor.
You're joking. I didn't pick that up. I'm sorry. I'm not good with sarcasm. Yeah, no, that reminded me of something, and I don't remember what, but it did. Where else? Obviously, no one's texting each other like that in the other Sarah J. Maas books, but I feel like it wasn't in Sarah J. Maas. I feel like it was somewhere else. Oh no, I think that's in the second book. That's definitely in the second book. Something about the six. And I think I told both of you, Becca, I was like, the six? Daisy Jones and the six? I was like, what's happening? I was like, are we gonna start a band? Okay, if any of Rune and his friends can play an instrument, I'm done. I'm done.
I feel like Rune would play the guitar. I don't know why.
Oh god. You think? Why do I feel like
Yeah.
Declan would either play the keys or the
Yeah,
drums?
he would. He'd play the keys.
Flynn would play the bass. Flynn would
Yeah.
play the bass.
100% a boy band.
Okay, that could be a blog post right there. What fictional characters would play what instruments? There's an idea. Oh my gosh, what would Bryce play? I feel like Bryce would play like the flute or
She
the
danced.
saxophone. But yeah, but like no, I can't say that because your body is an instrument. But she'd either play the flute or the saxophone. I don't know why, but those two just jump out at me.
True. Tharian?
The bongos. I feel actually, yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. That's actually kind of funny. The harp. No, that's no.
I feel like that would be a Juniper. Juniper would play the harp.
Yes. Or the violin. I can see her playing the violin as well. String instruments for Juniper. Fury would play an electric guitar. Good luck trying to convince me otherwise.
I wasn't going to.
Okay. I'm like that's an electric guitar right there, Fury would play. Hunt the harmonica. The kazoo. No, I'm kidding. Hunt. What would Hunt play? I feel like he could also kind of be on the drums a little bit. Nothing like the cello. He wouldn't play the cello.
They definitely make a good band.
Yeah.
What are your overall thoughts for Crescent City? Just in general, what did you think?
Not at all what I thought. It was a lot easier to read than I was told it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I really tried to go in with an open mind, and I'm glad I did because I was satisfied, and more so. I was impressed. I was content, happy. It was really good.
I loved it. I thought it was like, I mean, there was definitely a massive, there was a lot of world building in this book, but like it's the first in a series, like, and it's massive, so it was necessary world building. But I thought it was written really well, beginning to end. The characters, the development Bryce had from like when you first meet her to her at the end of the book is so good. It is so good. And her relationship with Rune as well. Like when you first read it, you're like, oh, they hate each other. And then like you get to the end of the book and it's actually like a really wholesome relationship they have. So that was another part that I really, really liked about the book. And obviously we've already spoken about like Bryce and Hunt's relationship, like the romance aspect to it all. But yeah, overall I enjoyed it. I think they definitely shouldn't have written the blurb like they did because it quite literally spoils a massive part of the book on the blurb.
I haven't read the blurb.
I told you not to. I was like, do not read the blurb. Do not read the blurb. And you're like, okay.
I'm sitting here reading the blurb. No, I'm not gonna read it. No, but I have a feeling because she stares at him when they first meet, technically, on that horrific night. When she first sees him, she stares at him. And I was like, there's a reason for that. I don't know if it was said in this book, maybe I missed it, but I was like, there's a reason for that.
I died when you were some of the things you were like saying in your Snapchat.
Onion apple.
When you were like, I didn't expect his name to be like that. You're like, I read it as like Onion Apple, and I was like,
my brain just fills it in for me.
And then you just go, oh, he controls lightning? He's Thor now.
I think you wrote it at the bottom of my, like, the blog posts draft
I did,
document?
because I was opening your Snapchats and then I was writing them down, so I remembered to talk about them.
Did I even write that down in the review, Onion Athalar?
You have to if you haven't already, or I will.
Wait, what was I talking about? How I want to bite him, but not in the fun way.
Oh my god, yeah.
Wait, what was I reacting to there?
I don't know.
Oh well, shit. Yeah, Pegasus. I want to bite him, not in the fun way. Onion Athalar, and suddenly he is Thor. Like I don't. It's.
I was dying. I thought it was so funny.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's another. Like, I'm trying to start, not trying to, but I'm like starting to get into theories a little bit, or not theories, things I noticed. So B, our girl, Bryce, she has the ability of light more so than Rune. Rune has the ability of shadows and a little bit of light. I feel like that's also something intentional.
I've read more of the second book than you, so I can't say anything.
So it's gonna come up then, is what you're saying. I'm scared. I'm scared. It's like that audio on TikTok that's like, you remember how you guys were when the Joker came out? This is my Joker. This isn't my Joker, but this is very close to my Joker. Like, this is basically my Joker. And I'm scared. I keep starting to read the blurb, and I don't want to read the blurb. But you want to see something?
I mean, you can read it now that you've finished reading the book. It just spoils the fact that all of the people die. Yeah, I hate that yours doesn't match up. Mine matches up, the first two, at least. I don't have it with me. It's currently on the dining table. But they match. I remember receiving this in the mail, and I just read it the day I got it and finished it. And I looked up on Instagram, I was like, Crescent City fan art, and there was none. Nobody else had, like, made any fan art. And now when you look up Crescent City, it's, like, full of fan art. And I'm just like, I remember when there was none.
Hi. Yeah, there's gonna be some serious developments in the world of fan art. I think when not these, but like when certain series come to film.
Oh yeah.
When
I could live my life without having any of these books put on the big screen, and I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah, I think Becca and I were talking about how I could wait for the From Blood and Ash series. But these are our blog hoodies. I don't know if they're backwards for you, but they say Teen Stained Pages. They are our Bookish blog, and they're available on Etsy, on my Etsy shop called Marianna's Mariki. Marianna space Meraki. Well, Mariannas AKI. There you go. But kind of. I mean, yeah, pretty much. We hang out on the 16th of every month and talk about books. We try to focus on one specifically, but we always end up mentioning others.
Everything.
Yeah.
And next month, so far, is going to be From Blood and Ash.
The first book.
Yes.
Because we gotta talk about Kieran. We've gotta talk about Kieran. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Our review for that book is going to turn into just like Kieran appreciation. Basically.
Well, he's not really in it, so I feel like we can't, but like
we're when Hawke's perspective comes out of the first book, it's gonna be Kieran. Kieran's gonna be. I'll die. I will die. It's gonna be.
I don't know if I'm ready for it.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for it.
Because Hawke is. He's seen some things. he's seen some things. He's done some things, and
No, it's gonna be so good.
I will be blunt though. I did struggle a little bit in the beginning because I kept reading Hawke even though I was seeing Hunt, and I was like,
you kept saying it too. You kept being like, Hawk, and I know exactly who you were talking about, but you
He's
just...
got wings. I can't help it in my head. It makes sense, apparently.
Wait, a hawk doesn't have wings.
No, Hunt does.
Oh, yeah.
Hunt has wings like a hawk, and
Fluffy
apparently Hunt
grey
and Hawk are just
wings.
they're one and the same, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think this is our shortest live. I think it's been about an hour.
Go us. We, like, struggle with keeping it short.
It has been an hour and 4 minutes.
Nice. That's, like, big step down from our typical 3 hours.
3 hour 3 hour lives and
And then, like, a 5-hour Zoom.
5 hour Skype. Yeah, we were having a time. Even last night. How long were we on the phone for? Do you
I think
remember?
that was, like, wasn't that, that was, like, 2-3 hours? But we got a lot done. We wrote, like, a lot of reviews. Like, like our Crescent City review, which, by the way, is going to go live tonight.
Ooh,
Yay.
ooh, ooh. I think you're up for your quote post as well.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that, like, now, and then I'll post the review, like, an hour or so after.
Okay.
So that I can post both. Because, I'll have to take some... Wait.
Uh-oh. Oh no, she's leaving me. I get scared when you leave me.
No, I was just screen recording because I need a picture to post on our Instagram. So, so oh, that's cute. Let me do that. But yeah, I'll post it.
It's like we just kind of we just thumbnail.
Thumbnail. There's little
Love.
snippets in our video.
Peace
But
and
yeah, no, this will be good as well once we have this video up on our YouTube. I keep getting people going on my personal account going, "Do you have a YouTube? I want to watch your videos." I'm like, I do not, but our blog channel has videos that I'm in.
Wow. I think, you know what?
Wow. What?
There are certain video ideas that we have, and I don't want to make them specific right now, so I don't want to spoil anything for later content. However, I have a feeling you know what I'm putting down. There's certain videos that we don't really know what channel to put it on. So, my verdict is to just do it live. And then figure it out later.
Yeah.
Why not? We could have people add to it. Of course, there's some that we want to do in person because we're going to be in person.
Which will be very, very soon. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So excited.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
And it doesn't even feel like it. I love when we were talking the other day and you were like, you're like, oh, my parents, or like my mom was like, oh, like, are you sure, like, you want to like move in or whatever, like, haven't even met her. And I'm like, I forgot that would be like a concern for our parents or like people we know, that they're like, you haven't even met this person and you're planning on like living with them. And I'm like, what do you mean I haven't met her? Like, what do you mean she lives across the world from me? Like, I'm sorry.
I
I
don't know what you
speak to
mean.
her more than I speak to you.
Honored. No, literally, my mom was like, I want to say earlier today, she was like, do you think you and Libby were like siblings in a past life? I was like,
I reckon.
I mean, probably, we definitely knew each other in a past life. We definitely knew each other. Like, there's just,
Easily.
we just click. It just makes sense. But
like, you know, there's friendships that you have where it's like normally, like, typically you'll meet someone and you go through that like whole like the super awkward like getting to know them, and like it takes a while to kind of like sit into that friendship, whereas I'm just like, we were immediately like, oh my god, I love you.
it's all Dorian. All thanks to Dorian. No, literally, I just made this up. If Sarah has like another book convention, we should go. Because she kind of brought us together a little bit.
She really did. Because you were reading Kingdom of Ash when we were like first talking, and I was like, oh my god. We bonded over Dorian, and then we bonded over Kieran because I was like, you need to read Problem Mash, and you were like, okay. I specifically remember a Snapchat that I sent you, and I was like, you will fall in love with Kieran, but you need to understand that I loved him first. And you were laughing, and you were just like, I accept that. I can respect that.
I was like, okay. But then you always have Will. You know what I mean? You talk about Will all the time. I don't have a Will. I've got a Kieran, and I've got an Atlas. I've got...
Yeah, you do. You do. You love Atlas, yeah. I know you will love Will. We have very similar taste in fictional book boyfriends. And so I'm trying to do you a favor. You're only hindering yourself by not reading these books.
I'm sorry, I've got other things going on. No, literally, I've got like my summer like stock up, and I'm so excited. I'm going to film a little.
You've actually got a really good list of books to read. I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Ah!
Yeah.
Well, I'm struggling with Adelaru, but we'll get there eventually.
The Summer of Broken Rules, November 9.
We got 13 books rolled up, but I haven't even looked at Storm and Fury. Hello! Hi!
Good books. Good books on your list.
What's your little book? No, I'm not using that book.
Yeah, I was in like a book slump when I tried reading it, and then it just kind of dug me deeper. So I was not doing well when I was reading Addie, but I think I'm gonna try it again in the summer because I'll have like the serotonin from the sun.
I wish I could give you like and just be like, oh, just read my annotated version. Like,
I feel like that would help. I feel like I need to either meet you in Canada or something. I need to meet you and then be like, flip books. I'll give you my copy. I'll take yours.
I'll give you my annotated one. I find it so much easier sometimes to read books when they're like annotated.
Invisible Life, Adelaru. It was so. Yeah, I know it's powerful, and I know it's really good, and I know it's iconic, and I know it's great. But my mental health still comes first. So yeah, but I was really excited though too because I was in a French kick when I started this, and that was why I started this. And then my French kick fizzled, and then so did my reading. So we're in a slump now. Or not anymore. Now we're cruising. We're doing great.
I think I'm in a bit of a book slump. I read A Not So Meet Cute, and put me in the biggest reading slump, and I was so disappointed because everyone told me that book was so good.
I think
A Not So Meet Cute.
Was it? So that's a no-go, basically.
You have to ask Tracy.
I struggle with it because I like to have my own opinions. So sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm gonna. If someone tells me they don't like something, sometimes I'll specifically try it so I can find out if I actually agree or if I don't.
I know put it out.
Yeah, we're talking about Crescent today, or at least we have been. But questions, comments, and concerns, I guess. I don't know what concerns you'd have. Maybe certain concerns for certain characters. Do we dare talk about who we think won't make it?
Oh, in the second book, I reckon like one of the boys is gonna die.
I'm terrified for. Who did I say? I'm terrified for Hunt. I don't know why. There's just something. I feel like because, spoiler, they didn't really get together in this book, and I feel like there's a reason for that. Because, yeah, it's a slow burn, but like.
I don't know. I'm not concerned.
Can you slow down low? Like, how slow can you go? Like, I don't know. Something just scares me. And we don't know who his father is either. Well, at least I don't. You're further in the second one than I am. We don't know. We don't really know much about. I don't think he's as old as you said. I think he's only like a little over 200 years. Ruined by
that's so young.
Rune is a baby considered he's only 20. No, not 20. He's 75 years old.
This is true. You know, I don't know how that would work. Like, if somebody came up to me and they looked like they were only like 27, but I was like, "How old are you?" And he was like, 578.
I'd believe it. I'd be like, sick. I'd be like, cool.
Yeah, obviously, if you were living in a fantasy world, but like, that's like age gap romance to the max, my dude. Like,
here's my thing. I don't really vibe with age gap romances unless it is like a couple centuries or like you know what I mean?
15 years? What are you talking about? That's not age gap romance. I need 3,000 more.
Period. Yes. Is Crescent City on Kindle Unlimited? I don't know. I don't have Kindle Unlimited.
I think it might be on Kindle, but like I don't think Kindle Unlimited. You'd definitely have to pay like a couple bucks for it.
Probably. It's a Sarah J. Maas book, so naturally it's probably gonna have...
Yeah, it wouldn't be. Most traditionally published books aren't on Kindle Unlimited unless they're indie books.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna rant a little bit. So I have the paperback, right? Yeah. The hardcover was $15. I don't know what the conversion is for that for you. But the paperback was $22, $23, $24, $25 something. How is the paperback more expensive than the hardcover? If I would have gotten this in hardcover, I would have gladly gotten this in, you know what I'm saying? But they gotta be the same. They gotta be the same, but apparently not in height. I'm dead. I'm dying. Oh, so they are on Kindle Unlimited. Beautiful.
What was it?
Nice.
Oh, I just love...
They're so floppy as well.
Your book is so floppy, yeah.
And the spine intact.
I've got my spines intact too, and that's my one flex, is that I don't snap my spine. I don't.
My flex.
Yeah. It's $9.99 for Crescent City on Kindle Unlimited, apparently. I think that's what I'm picking up from the comments.
She might say. Yeah.
I don't want to call it, but should we?
We probably should, so that it doesn't go for like another hour.
1 hour and 16. I mean, I'd be down for ending this live and then starting another one.
We could.
I mean, it's midnight 31. I don't think I have anywhere to be tomorrow, so I could stay up a little bit, but... Sam's like, I'll stay.
Oh, do you want to show them your bruise?
Bruise? Oh no. What happened?
I fell off the bike.
You fell off your bike?
Yeah, battle wounds. Don't you? You got a battle wound.
That's not fun. That's like jackfruit. That's jackfruit. I'm gonna start saying that now. I haven't said it a lot lately, but I used to say butternut squash a lot, so much to the point where it was a tick. But I'm gonna start saying that's jackfruit now because that stinks.
Jackfruit.
It's jackfruit. Yeah. There you go. Oh my goodness.
You know, I'm gonna keep adding words that I find to that list in the Google Doc for our video when it's like words that you like Aussie slang that Americans don't know.
I have my own slang, so most people don't know what I'm talking about, even in America.
Yeah.
I closed your page.
You did close my page. But I should probably post on our T-Stain.
I closed your page.
T-Stain Instagram so that I can also post the blog and get that up. I've got to like make a image for the blog. So I will save this.
Oh my gosh, I think she was... Were you screen recording that entire time?
Yeah, I forgot to stop it. Not like the whole live. I started it when I first disappeared and I was like, we need to take a thumbnail.
Yeah. Woo. That's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Alrighty, well, I think I'm gonna stop the live. Do you want me
Yeah.
to start another one or new?
Is this the page?
Yes, that's the page. Sorry, say that again.
Do you want me to start another one or just end this one?
Is this the page?
I mean, we can just edit this one, but like it might be easier for you to download them.
I don't think we'll post. If I do start another one, I probably won't post the second one. I'll just be posting this one.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Thank you guys so much for watching. I mean, I'm probably going to be going live quite a bit more now, I think. Especially if Amelia's around. I'm usually pretty I don't know, not confident when I just like having somebody else with me if I'm going live. And if she comes around more, then we'll probably be going live. But on the 16th of every month, my time, in America, EST, I think probably the time is going to change. I'm going to be honest with you. The time is probably going to change throughout the day, but usually be on our 16th and Libby, your 17th in Australia. Yeah, the next book is From Blood and Ash. So if you haven't read it, get on it. And if you have, buckle up, Buttercup. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
I don't even.
But
I don't know. Oh, you're reading that book.
bye.